Hello, guys. Welcome to Showers Means Business. Today, we're going to be listening to the CEO of Golden Mantech as he shares his entrepreneurial journey with you out there who would want to start your business, with you out there who is a young startup. So stick around and make sure you subscribe, you share, you comment down there your experiences with business. Today, we are here basically to get to know the wonderful stuff Golden Mantech is doing. When did they all start? Where did you attend school and when did you start?
Well, so I went to University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
And then I did my national service at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology here in University. So after national service, I had a job opportunity with a roofing company.
So before you go on with the roofing story, which area in particular were you working at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology?
So before national service actually, before we were posted to our various stations and all that, we had an interview by some lecturers from here University.
Okay.
But they needed specific people to man their labs for them. So by God's grace, I was the one chosen.
Okay.
We went out of a people of about 15. We were interviewed and
You were the only one chosen?
I was the only one chosen at the time.
Wow.
So I came to Care University, Department of Horticulture, to be the lab technician there.
Okay. For how long were you there?
So I was there throughout the national service period. So when I came there, I realized the job was a bit tedious. So I asked them to invite the second person when we had the interview to also join me. With his CKW, and so we were two in the lab. So during the national service process, they wanted me to stay after national service to work with them.
That means you were a good worker, sort of.
Yes, I would say so, because for somebody to say I want you to continue
what you are doing,
meaning that they've seen something good in you.
Yeah.
And so if you are not a good worker, obviously they will ask you to go.
Definitely. So and what happened?
So eventually, for me to continue there means also have to do my master's degree and also continue.
Were they going to pay for the master's as a scholarship or something, or you were going to pay from your pocket?
No, they were supposed to pay from your pocket. They were not going to pay for you. So I have to do the mathematics and see, because it's expensive financing
master's
degree now, and my parents were not in a position to be able to do that. So I registered I applied for the master's degree. I was interviewed and I was awarded the opportunity to do my master's degree at the food science department at the time. During that same period, because Kia University was not ready, or the department was not ready to pay you a good salary, because you are not a permanent staff. It's after maybe probably you've gone through a whole lot of cycles or processes before you be given the opportunity, or you be taken as a permanent employee. I had a job offer from a friend who said there's a roofing company who needs a sales manager, and I think you can do it, because he knows very well that during my internship in my university.
Once you were in university?
Yes. I was working with my uncle, lawyer Koyabi,
and he was into
construction as a side business. He's also a lecturer at the University of Cape Coast.
Okay.
So during my internship, I always come there, and then he will tell you do this, do that, handle the people. So I had a lot of training from him. At a point, we were selling tracks of cement to other construction companies. So that was where I started getting a bit of knowledge about construction at the time. So that is how it started. So when I had a job offer in the roofing, I said I'll take it, and the package was good.
And you were going to be in Accra, or you were supposed to stay here in Kumasi?
I was supposed to stay here in Kumasi, even though the head of the company was in Accra.
You said the package was good. It came with what and what?
Well, so at the time I was given a pickup. At the time, my monthly salary was good at the time. So putting all together, far better than what I was going to get
from the
university. So I decided to take the offer.
Wow. And you worked with this company for how long?
So I was with them for 1 year, 1 month.
And what happened from there?
So I was poached. Actually,
Poach.
just after 1 year. Yes,
Wow. It means that wherever you go, you do excel.
Maybe I would say that's my God's grace.
Wow.
That's what happened.
Does this new opportunity come, or did it come with a bigger pay?
Yes, for someone to even agree to move in the first place
Yeah.
means there's something positive at the other side, and that was the case. Where I was moving to, the salary was a little up, and I felt that the management there were people who were ready to also listen.
Yeah.
So you could share your views, express yourself, and they are also ready to do adjustments if they can. And also, I was given a brand new pickup at the time.
Wow.
So,
Tear rubber.
yes, yes. So putting all together, I realized it was a good offer. So
We are building up to where you've gotten Golden Mantech.
yes.
How long did you stay with the second company that poached you?
So for the second company, I was there for almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yes, and I was there for, even though during that period, after my first 1 year, 2 months, Golden Mantech also started.
Okay, so the advice for the would-be entrepreneur, the customer, or whoever would want to start is, you started the Golden Mantech whilst you were working for somebody.
Yes.
Okay, how were you managing it?
Yeah, so for me, I think it was extra work. I have to put in extra effort because you are now working for a company and you can't leave that company to start your own as a new entrepreneur. But the point is that you don't know, you are not so certain about the market.
Definitely.
And even if you are certain about the market, it's a new business. The brand name is even very important. For people to identify you, for you to build up and all that, it takes a bit of time. And so you need to start small and then gradually you can grow yours. So that would be starting, keeping your daytime job, I say, and minding your own
business at your own time.
Exactly. So you are keeping your daytime job. You are not quitting that, but you are minding your own business.
Okay. Now, this is a question I ask every entrepreneur I've interviewed. Raising capital in our part of the world is a huge challenge for us. How were you able to pull yours off? How were you able to raise your first cash to start Golden Mantech?
It's in my situation, I would say that it was even more difficult.
They want to hear, because the story is something that every single entrepreneur out there would want to learn.
Yes.
And gradually they shape their journey with it.
Exactly. So I would say the reason why I say that mine was more difficult, or what Golden Mantech in general we are doing was more difficult, is because our infrastructure is very capital intensive. The structure alone, in terms of factory, it's expensive.
Yeah.
The floor works, the concrete works is expensive. Then you come to machinery. The machines, none of them is produced in Ghana.
None?
No, none.
And the list costs how much?
Maybe the least I could mention is almost about $50,000.
Okay.
That would be the minimum. But we have machines costing us as much as $210,000.
So how were you able to pull that magic off to kickstart it?
So I think but I always say it's by the way somehow. But for me, I think it was thinking that you can always start small. So the first key thing we needed was infrastructure.
Yeah.
So because I was keeping my daytime job, it means I'm making some extra money.
Yeah.
And even with my daytime job I was keeping, I had other side businesses which were not related to
this.
So
what business?
So something like scaffolds. I rent scaffolds.
To people.
Yes, I realized people can even buy. They want to buy.
Yeah.
So can I do make sure I am the middle person? I don't have it, but can I be the middle person?
Get it for them and take your commission.
Exactly, and that was how it was happening. So I was making revenue from areas like that and some other areas. So you could call me, since I've been in cement business before, you will still call me and tell me you need cement. What it means is that I can still connect you, get a supplier to do it. I get some small money. So that's where I was raising small revenues from. And those revenues, I use those revenues to start the factory.
The factory.
And then,
so how long did it take you to save from the point of saving to actualization of the first production?
So that was, well, it took me, it means that it actually took me the whole time frame. My working period, because we have completed university. My national service funds helped me to acquire a place, rent a place. So from there, all the money I saved was my starting capital.
How was your eating habits that time? Because I know.
I'm sure if you look at me and how skinny I look, it tells you.
You have to pump everything.
You have to pump everything. It was a lot of sacrifice. I didn't even remember the last time I bought a clothes for myself.
Yeah.
Because
same as me.
Everything was going into the business. And once in a while, my senior brother was also supportive. I'll go to him and borrow some money. So I borrow small when it gets very tough, and I think I can't go. Something small, maybe in infrastructure to help you small at a particular point, or even to help you keep up.
So the raw material bits, I know you bring them from abroad. How were you able to get your first raw material here?
Yeah, so our very first raw material that we imported, we didn't even have the money to pay the initial deposit, even though we were doing a letter of credit.
Okay, from a bank.
Yes, letter of credit from the bank to the suppliers, but we were supposed to pay 40% down. Interestingly, we couldn't even get it.
So how did you pull that one off?
Yes, I had somebody like Mr. Alberto Poku of Hyperspace.
Okay, Hyperspace. Yeah, it's a hub here in Kumasi.
Yeah, so he's actually a brother-in-law.
Okay.
And then with other a friend of his. And then we went to them, and then through him and some people we know, we were able to mobilize our first 40%.
Wow. And that was how much?
To import our raw material. That was a total of about 200,000.
Wow.
So,
all right, if you are watching, kudos for supporting entrepreneurs in Ghana and Africa, especially Kumasi.
Yes. I think,
kudos to you. Keep doing the good work.
Albert and his team are doing a great job.
I know.
Space, work. They are doing very good jobs and helping all of us.
Wow, that is how it started.
Yes.
And now we want to let the viewers get to know of Golden Mantech. What do you do? Because we've been talking a lot. What do you guys do?
We are into roofing sheets and steel trusses production.
You do the manufacturing, everything here in Ghana, Kumasi?
Yes, so we import just the raw material.
Okay.
And which all the companies do. They import the raw material and then we do the manufacturing. Right here in Kumasi.
With Ghanaians?
No foreign. And interestingly, the Ghanaians are young boys. The oldest is 33 years old.
Wow.
So all the rest is below 33 years.
Before we go on with Golden Mantech, is there a way we can manufacture the raw material here in Africa?
Of course.
So what is preventing us from doing it?
So I think one, it is capital intensive.
Okay.
And secondly is private businessmen having the will
to start.
So that means that we have to mine raw materials and use those raw materials to produce, because our material is aluminum and zinc. So you normally say AZ. AZ is aluminum and zinc that we are talking about. So we have AZ 150, AZ 100, AZ 70 or from the market. So once we have bauxite here, it means that we can get aluminum, and from that you can go on and then add some other things. So there's a company here that produces pure aluminum, but it doesn't have the capacity to even increase or produce the entire.
Sort the whole country.
Because sometimes you can even pay for aluminum, it takes you a very long time
for you to
get your small aluminum. So maybe they can, in the future, probably government can look at expanding some of these industries and then like Aluex, so that they can produce.
Now, I want you to look into the camera and speak to my viewers, those who are abroad, those who are in Ghana, and would want to roof their houses. What message have you got for them? What processes do you bring on board, which is different from the conventional companies that we know?
Yeah, so Golden Mantech, the key aim was to solve a problem. And the problem is that when a customer pays for a product, we think that it's not just the money that the company gets, but the services is equally important. And so we wish that the chain can be as short as possible. It should be hassle-free. And so Golden Mantec, what we do different from the others is that, for example, if you pay for your steel trusses and payment is done within 72 hours,
they will have
it delivered to site. And so that is something that maybe very few or none of the companies are doing at the moment.
72 hours.
72 hours.
It will be delivered.
Yes, once your payment is done, 72 hours from the time the payment is done, the production can be delivered.
Do they have to pay all, or they need to deposit a chunk, like 70-60% thereabout?
Well, yes, so our payment arrangement is 70% before production.
Then after production,
30% before we deliver to site.
Okay.
But if we have peculiar circumstances and you come to us, we can sit on the table and then discuss and see how best we can help. Yeah.
Wow. The works that you've done, where are they located? Where are specific jobs you've done? Your biggest gig?
Oh, I think we did part of Otunfo's estate at Atonsu, Seria, Bravo.
Wow.
Yes, so those those houses you see there.
You did part of it.
Yes,
that estate.
Yes, the trusses there.
Wow.
Pictures of it. And we are also proud to say that even in Ghana, one of the big construction companies is Concert.
Concert, yeah.
We do the roofing for Concert.
Every concert.
A lot of the concert projects, especially up north, we do all the roofing. So they take us far to companies like Newmont, Ghana, we go there and then we do for them. Mantrack, Caterpillar, we did the roofing, the white roofing.
Here at Edu.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Nice one.
Yes. And many individual projects. We've done a lot of individual projects.
Wow.
We are coming up. It's like gradually picking up, and we are grateful to all these people who are giving us the opportunity. Sometimes it's very difficult for somebody to give you an opportunity.
Yeah, especially when it's about building.
Exactly. They think, oh, let me go to this particular because the brand name is big and all that. But they should give the young folks also the opportunity. And we always prove to them that we can also do excellent and quality jobs for them.
Where is your location, and how can the would-be client get to you for you to sort them out?
So we are in Kumasi, and we work across the country. Everywhere in the country we work.
If you say country, Ghana, right?
Yes, Ghana, yes. And then when you we produce the roofing sheet right here. So our office is at Santase Runabout, Benyami. Then our factory is at Ajamesu, that is off the Kwai and Yankwanta stretch. Yes, so that's our location, but we have our WhatsApp lines, we have our online.
Can you put that one out?
Yes, if you 0244-960-586.
That's the WhatsApp number.
That's the WhatsApp number. It's my number as well.
Social media?
Yes, we are on.
Okay.
We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. All at Golden Mantec.
Golden Mantec.
Yes, if you go to www.goldenmantec.com. That's also our website. You can find us there.
Now, the delivery issue. Who bears the costs and how is yours done?
So the delivery, the company bears a bit of the cost.
Okay.
And share very little with the clients.
Wherever you are in Ghana.
Wherever you are in Ghana, we make sure the rates we are giving to you is very
affordable. What would you want to tell any entrepreneur out there as they watch?
Well, what I'll say, the conclusion is that it's difficult out there, especially in Ghana, to be an entrepreneur, because you think you need so much help, but even though you hear very good and nice policies, sometimes you find it difficult to feel it yourself as an entrepreneur, and so it's challenging. But the key thing is that you can start small. That is number one. The second point is that young entrepreneurs should not be afraid of partnership. And one of the people who have really helped was a friend, and he partnered with me.
So you, instead of going all alone to get suffocated, you decided to partner with somebody who is willing and ready to come on board with some money.
Yes, because at the point I realized I couldn't cough the money, especially to get the machines. Even though the infrastructure was there, getting machines was difficult. So what we did was that I consulted a friend who we all sat down, and he had the capacity to come in. So I gave part of my shares to him.
To him?
Yes.
Wow.
And then because I also borrowed for my senior brother and I couldn't pay, I also gave him a little bit of the shares.
So your brother also came on board.
Yes,
so you
so
are now
also,
three.
Yeah, we are now three.
Guys, what he's trying to say is you cannot do it all alone. Africans, let's be in partnership with people with knowledge and money. If you have the knowledge, somebody has the money. If you have the money, somebody has got the knowledge.
Exactly.
So partner up and grow African businesses.
Yes.
How many staff have you got?
Now permanent staff. We have a permanent staff of about 12 permanent staff.
12 permanent staff.
Yes, and then
Wow.
we have a casual staff of about 85.
Look at that. Look
Yes.
at the number of people you putting food on their
Exactly.
tables.
Because when you come to roofing sheet, we have a lot of installers. Those installers are in groups.
In groups.
We have, and when it comes to street tracks, it's the same. They are also in groups. And all these people adds up. We have about 85 installers. So
Wow.
depending on the project and where it's going, we call the installer to go and handle those projects. So, and it's interesting that these are young people.
Yeah.
I have as low as people who did not finish junior high school.
Junior high school.
And one of my best employees here will be surprised is somebody who did not complete junior high school.
He's the best.
Yes.
So it's not about the school.
No.
It's about what you'll be able to execute.
He works in the factory and now he's able to run all the machines.
All the machines.
So it's also, we are trying to see how best we can now
give him some education.
give opportunity to young ones. The fact that somebody could not finish junior high school or senior high school does not mean he's a school dropout.
Yeah.
We can help these ones.
Yeah.
And that is what we seek to achieve. That is why our age limit, you cannot be more than 33 years old.
So guys, if you are out there, we are here. A young guy who has started a golden mantech company which is into roofing sheets and steel trusses.
All type of roofing sheets we can supply.
All types.
Yes, but we also ensure we give you quality service. That is key. If you look around our Instagram page, Golden Mantech, you realize that the works we posted there are high class finish.
Wow.
So when you look at them, you can always call on us, and we give you quality work, expect advice as well. Yes.
Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you too
for the opportunity to talk to you.
We thank you too for coming.
Nice.